Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am back with a mask making session today. I have these really big envelopes that I dyed with some beads and I want to decorate them. So I want to decorate them as a page in a signature. So I'm just going to cut another little flip here, flap, to create two flaps instead of just one. Excuse me. And so this would, this would be sewn into a signature like this, and then it would be like a page in your signature. And then that way, that one would flip over to, if you, just to give you an idea. So these, let's just cut, I don't know if we'll have time, much time. Let's do 3. But first we need to get like a recipe for our mask decorating. If you've been following along, that's what I usually do. So with a recipe, I mean, they won't all look the same, but I will follow the same idea for all of them. So I got some napkins here, and I only brought out a couple of things that otherwise, it's just too overwhelming. So I have some cutouts here, some of my Tom Holtz people, doilies, and I think that is enough. Let's hope so. So I was thinking, because they are going to be pages and they're not going, I'm not planning to put them on this, in the center of the signature. So I'm thinking if we treat each of these as a separate entity, they do not have to look the same or overlap, because they won't be next to each other in the book or in the journal. So let's start by doing some background for, with a napkin. That's what I was thinking. Let's do some flowers. Fern leaves. These aren't flowers. Fern leaves. Oops. I just used a water pen to outline what I want from my napkin. Let's say I'll put you here, and let's do this one. Okay. And I've already separated my napkin. So the napkin usually has 3 layers. The printed one is on top, and then the 2 like white layers. So I already separated those. I use the 2 white layers I usually use for cleanup on my desk or in my craft room. Okay, so let's say this one can go over here. And then I thought we'll use the doilies. Just get a little space here to work. There. Okay, so I put my napkins on with matte medium. You can also use Mod Podge anything that you normally use for decoupaging. I like matte medium because it dries clear and it doesn't dry shiny. And I'm using my water pen. So I'm just gonna go on top. And wondering if I should get rid of, anyway, it's a pink background, and when you use the Mod Podge or matte medium, especially if you have a white background, it disappears on your paper. But because my background is pink and not white, it still shows some of those edges, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so we'll leave this one to dry. But I can maybe, then I thought if I add some, maybe that one's too big, a little doily. This one maybe, yes, I like that. And let's see a doily here. Okay, let's glue on the doilies. And I just kind of, I didn't make a definite plan, but just you know, just an outline of a plan in my head. So these doilies I coffee dyed. And I'm putting the glue on my envelope because these doilies kind of eat up your glue stick when you try to put the glue, and then the doily obviously can tear easily if you put the glue directly onto the doily. Okay. I'll cut this off. And this one, just a little bit. Okay. Then I thought if we build a little, like a scene on the doily piece, and that would be our focal point. So I've got some images from, that one's too big, from a different books. Like this one came from a art book. That one might work there. And I also have the Tom Holtz people, or maybe I want this one here. Yeah, I like this one here. And then something here. I have some images from, this one is from Beatrix Potter. That one might work on there, but then we need something else. Maybe a little tag. And I have this left from the napkin. Because this is smaller, I'm just gonna cut it out. Maybe I need a smaller pair of scissors. Maybe we can add some of this in here. And should we see about this one, this brown leaf? I'm going to cut, I'm just cutting this because I find with the finer, more detailed things that you want to tear from your napkin, it's better to cut it, because with the water pen, you kind of tear into the detail. And like here, it's on a green stripe, so I'm just cutting that out. Okay. Maybe this one. Actually, I want it this way, but it's not going that way. Let's see if there's one on the napkin that goes. No, they're all going that way, so I'll just have to make it work. It can go up like that. Okay, Peter Rabbit, and then maybe we need a flower or something with him. Maybe different, not a square. There. Yes. Okay. We'll do that. I'm hoping this is not going to take, oh, excuse me, I hit the too long because it's a lot of areas that needs to be decorated. Matte medium. Let's just put these. Maybe we'll just do 2 instead of 3. And let's see how long this takes my prototype to do the rest of them. So and I'm just using art glitter glue for this, just because of the little nozzle. It's just so much easier to go into all the little spaces. I'll put this one on an angle, I think. Move them up a little bit. And there. Yep, okay. That's it for this side. And then let's see, what will we do with the gold? Maybe I'll lift this up so it comes over. With our, so I'm doing these, I have a journal in mind for them. I'm doing a couple of flea market journals at the moment, so I don't think they have to even go together, because it's a, you know, it's a all sorts kind of journal, anything goes. So this would be easier than, you know, if you have a particular journal in mind, then obviously you need to coordinate all of this, but I don't think it's necessary for this one, just because I'm kind of doing a little bit of, no, I don't like that. I'm wondering if that's just enough. But is it ever enough? Now, you know what? I think I'm just going to do that. Keep it simple. I can always add some lace or something when I'm done with the other sides. I just want just an idea of what I'm going to do with the rest of them. So then I need to go and let me just put my pen on my art glitter glue before I lose it again, because that happens 25 times a day. So on this side I have this, so I need to cover it. Do I want to do a doily again on this side, or maybe some lace? Let's just do lace on the bottom. Like I say, this is We just needed a recipe for what we want to do. And then what shall we do on the back here? Maybe let's do some book page. I have this very brittle books that I've been using and trying to use up. Okay. Oh, see, it's so brittle. It's really hard to work with, but it's so nice and yellow already. Almost don't even have to tear it. So this can go in there. And I have a bunch of these. Or should I do... I bought these butterflies from the dollar store and I have not used them, so maybe I should use them. Let's do this one. And because it's an all sorts journal that I'm working in, there's no color theme or anything, which is perfect for decorating this, you know. And then we'll just these envelopes, because I don't have to think too much about what's going on the pages. And I actually don't like these, that's why I'm not using them. They're too bright, I think. Maybe just that flower there. And on this side, oops, I bought these. Let me just cut it open. From a shop on Etsy. It is, oh, what's the shop's name? Scrap a Plenty. Scrap a Plenty, and she sells these German kind of cutouts. It reminds me of elementary school. Maybe there's something in here that we can add. Let's do that one. And so yeah, you just this huge pair of scissors that's not working. You just have to cut these little attachments off. Scrap a Plenty. I'll link her shop in my description box. Scrap a Plenty. And let's just keep these ones the same. We'll add a piece of book page. Book page. And let's see what's in it. Some scrap paper. Strip of scrap paper, and then this little go. Okay, let's do that. And I'm not even going to try to put the glue on this scrap paper, this book page, because I've learned my lesson by now. It is so brittle, it always tears. So I'll just add the glue stick directly on. The envelope, see in there it already tore. Don't even try to move this. Okay, this goes on there, and then I'll put the glue stick on here. Okay, so this is my recipe to do the rest of these books, and I'm going to there. I haven't used the fabric tack today yet. Okay. And then this little lady. And then when I put it in the book and I feel like, you know, it needs more, then I can also always add more. But for now, I feel it's done. A lot of times as well, you know, when, say for instance, I want a little bit of blue on here, I can add blue. Whereas if I add blue now, I'm kind of stuck with, you know, it has to go with the page with where the blue would work. So I can always add more. Or maybe a word, or, you know, whatever you're working on, you can add. But once I've glued it down, I can't take it away. So I'm not going to add too much on here, because I want to do more of these. And you know, sometimes simple is, you know, just simple decorations are better than overdoing. Okay, so that's my first envelope, and this will be what I'm doing on the rest of them. So let's do, I'm gonna do two. Okay, I just have to move a couple of things so I have room for two. And I might not have two on camera at the same time because they're so big. But let's see. So that's the one where I want the lace on that side. And so these were bead colored, so those are little pieces of bead stuck on there, those dark little spots, which is fine. So let's start with a napkin background. Something that I can add in the background. What do we have here? I'm wondering if this one, if I do the birdie, if I don't do a background, but add it on top of the napkin. So yeah, we can change our plan a little bit. So I'm going to put the doily down. Seems like I'm running out of glue. Oh my goodness. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab more glue. Okay, I grabbed more glue stick. I thought there was the sticks on the table were still full, but apparently they weren't. Anyway, so I'm just going to cut this out for backgrounds. And I'm just cutting it with my scissors instead of tearing it, just because, you know, some of these edges are very delicate. Let's see, maybe more of the fern. Shall we use this one? Okay, that one, and let's use this. I do like these eucalyptus leaves, they're very pretty. Shall we do both? Okay, so I have the bees on this side, and maybe, yeah, on here, because the doily needs to go somewhere there. We'll have the fern here. Oh no, let's do eucalyptus here, otherwise I have eucalyptus on that side. And the fern on here and the eucalyptus on here. I want to get rid of that little bit too. Okay, so now we will add the matte medium. Okay, eucalyptus. Like I say, you can, said before, you can definitely use Mod Podge too. I just don't like the fact that Mod Podge kind of leaves a, even if you use the matte Mod Podge, it still leaves a bit of a shiny residue, which I don't like. So I do like to use the matte medium. So yeah, I spent the whole day yesterday cleaning my craft room, and I don't know, the moment I start with a project again, it's like it's all messy again. So I need to get into the habit to clean stuff and put stuff away as I'm using it, which I'm not doing at the moment. Okay, so let's decide where we want the doily, because I do want the doily maybe like that. This one, I have some doilies left over, and this one, shall we do the doily like this? Let's do that. And this one, this one, shall we do a small doily or the bigger one? Let's do that one like that. And this doily, oh, this one kind of, I dried this one in the oven and it has a bit of a burn, but I like it with the that fern there, so I'm going to use that one, even though it's a little burnt, but it still looks very grungy. I like it. So let's get this one in there. Okay, this one. A little bit extra. Okay, and then this one. And this one over here. Okay, then we'll cut this down. to find images to put on here, and maybe I can let's see what we have for over here. I'm thinking maybe some Tom Holtz people. Paper dolls, these are the groups, so they're too big. Let's see. Maybe I can get them out of here. These are the little ones. That might be too small. My goodness, you just never have the right thing. Let's see, I can't see over there. Okay, there must be something in here that would work. I do like this one. And this lady, she's one of my favorites. I've used her a couple of times already. I do like her. Okay, and now let's see for something else with the bees. Shall we see what else I have in that German cutouts? There's almost like flower fairies. They are cute. That's cute too. Okay. Or maybe this guy. No, I do want him on this side. This lady. Okay, let's see about... I don't know if I want... Oh, it doesn't really matter because they won't be... But I don't like this one. They won't be close together. But maybe I'll do one Tom Holtz on here and one here. Just to find the right one. Let's see. What else do we have here? This little girl. She's an option. Do we want the ballerina? No, the dog. The boy and the dog. Let's do that. And now for something on this side. Maybe he can go on here. What do I have? Maybe a little... I have some Beatrix Potter too, but it's too small. This is a problem because the background is kind of busy. No, I don't like that. Maybe I'll just add her on there. Make it easy. And then we need some... maybe some page for behind the little birdie. And this is again that very fragile paper, so I'll have to just glue it on straight onto this. And what else? I kind of feel it should be easier than this. Okay, and oh wow. I'm kind of stuck at the moment. I'm looking for maybe a number behind the birdie. I have this container of stamped numbers and letters. Let's do that. Okay. Decision made. Now I just need room to glue. Now that I have glue, okay, just add, not upside down. The page, I'm going to put the glue directly on my paper because, like I said, this is so fragile. It definitely can't handle the glue stick on top. And the 4, maybe like that, and the birdie. Okay, one side done. And this lady, do we want, I don't even think I'm going to add anything else on there. I might add some words once I put it in the journal, but for now I'm going to leave it like this. Only thing I might do is just add a strip of paper here, just so she has something to stand on. She's not just floating, you know, in the air over here. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I might add a word or something on here once I have the journal, but for now this side is done. Let's do this side. Same thing with this little boy. I don't like how that, oh, it is a cutout. I was thinking why I never noticed that. I'm going to give him something to stand on, and some book page, and make that a little smaller. And I think then that's good enough too for now. I might, like I say, add more once I have it in the journal, but okay, I need a new glue page. For now, that is what I want, you know, good enough for now. Now this little lady, do we need to add some book page behind her as well? I don't think so. I'm not sure what I need to do with her. Let's do that. So it's kind of, her arm is resting on this piece of paper. And I will add more, like maybe words or something, once I have her in the book or my journal. And maybe see some lace. I'm wondering if I should add some lace. Maybe I will add some lace. Let's see. What do I have for lace lying around? I do have this one. Well, now you can't see the doily anymore, but I suppose that's not such a big deal. Maybe I will do this, make a little ruffle with the lace, just to, I don't like that, I actually don't like that either, but maybe I can figure something out in a minute, or maybe hopefully less than a minute. Okay. I just need to get that to dry, so let's see if I have maybe a little flower or just something. I don't really have anything. Okay, need a little bit more glue here. Okay, I'm going to leave that until I have the journal and I can decide if I still want to add something to that side. So let's move on to the two back sides. So this one's done and this one. And so for this I did the lace on the back to cover that printed piece. Okay. So let's add the lace. This one in camera. Okay. And then what did we do? So this was our recipe book page behind. Okay. I'll get some book page. Oops, so this. And I didn't glue that down all the way because I wanted to fit the book page underneath the lace, and I could have done the book page first, I suppose. Okay, there is this one, book page. That one. Those two. Let's do some mass tearing as well, because like I say, this would be easy on this paper. Okay. Let's put this one over here. And it can go a little, don't want the flap to interfere. Oh, and there's the other one. Let's just tear it off, make it shorter. Okay, so, and now we have to find some printed, a strip of printed paper. I don't like it this way. It looks like the flowers are lying on their head. Let's see if we can do this and this one. But we want it this way, that way. But now the I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm gonna glue something on top. The flowers are upside down again. Anyway, let's leave it. Let's add you in there, like him over there, and a little something for here. Do we want? They are too big. Okay. Too small. Too big and too small. Isn't that how it goes? Let's see if there's some flowers that I can use. Oh, these are cute. Those. And I'll put, I think it's scrap a lot as the, oh, I can't remember. I'll add the link to the shop in my description box where I got these cutouts. Or I think they call it German cutouts. Yeah, so when I'm done here, I need to clean again my craft room. It's just a never-ending story. I mean, I don't know how it happens, but it happens. That one can go over there. And let's use some of these. Of course, I have a huge pair of scissors. I probably can do better with smaller scissors, but anyway, we're getting there. Okay, you can go over there. Maybe, yeah, two of them. Maybe I want them this way. Yes. Then I also feel like maybe I need just something else in the back, because I don't have this strip of paper there, because they kind of cover most of that. But maybe if I have something like this. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And then this one on here. And maybe I'll just add this little label in there. And I think he's okay. I'll add some something else once I get to that. And this, I need some printed paper in the back, something, maybe something green. I'm just going through my scrap box here on the side. I have this piece of a map. Yes, I do like that. Maybe I'll add this doily in here as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's start gluing. It's going to be a long video because in effect we had what, 4, 8, 12 sides of these envelopes to decorate, so it is a little longer than normal. Okay. Oh, where did my strip go? Okay. In there, the doily will just glue on like this. Okay. And then the flower. Oh wow, everything is sticking. I think I want it, do I want it underneath? No, I want it on top of the lace, just kind of sitting there on an angle. And then my little very serious gentleman over here. And I can go in afterwards with maybe art glitter glue and just glue down those very brittle spots. Okay. That one's done. Now we just have to glue this one down. Okay. Oops. Okay, and then these. Lots of glue stick. I'm going to glue these at the same time, just because I want them to overlap. These are very sticky. Ah, slippery, not sticky. Okay, so look at the glue. Okay, there. And do I want that on top of the lace again? I think so. Do I kind of want it in like that? Yes. Okay, there is the, how many? 3 envelopes done. It took a little longer than normal just because it's a lot of decorating on these envelopes. So let's see, where did I put those? Anyway, these will go into a journal. I'm just looking for the journal pages that I had here. Anyway, so this was, oh, there they are. This was our kind of prototype or recipe, and I will put these underneath books, heavy books, to get them to just flatten out. But I would sew this into a journal, into a signature like this, and so there's a pocket over here, or you can even flip it over this way, which I might do. I'll do this because then it doesn't cover little girl's head. So you have a pocket here, and then it flips over. I might just cut this one off just because of the little girl's head. And then you turn the page, and then this would be in there. Little Peter Rabbit, Benjamin Bunny, can't remember, and then the flowers on this side. So this was the first one. Let me just cut this off because I do not want her head covered in the flap. I didn't think about that because I could have made her, glued her on a little lower. But anyway, so there is one decorated, and then this one. And I do think I will add some words on here once I have it in the journal and decide what I want, like what saying or poem I want to add. And then this one, oh, this one I did the same thing. So do think about the flaps. Let's just cut the flap off there. So this one would be like this, and then flip over into the little birdie. Okay, thank you for watching today. I hope this was interesting, and I'll be back with more videos soon, and I hope you will join me. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe or just leave a comment and hit the notification button. It would help me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.